Page 170, Fiesta España, or Spanish party. At the top of the page, they talk a little bit about syncopation. You can go Google syncopation. To me, syncopation is when you either play a note when you don't expect it, or you don't play a note when you do expect one. The rhythm is off. It's unexpected. That's syncopation. It's been around for hundreds of years. It's since the beginning of music, really, is syncopation. It's all over here. So let's just look the piece over. Well, you notice the first four measures is kind of an introduction type. Now, it doesn't have the double bars because there's a repeat sign there that covers them up. But it's an introduction. And then the piece starts at measure 5 in the right hand. There, that's where the piece actually starts. It's got eighth notes all over the place. And if we can just get the eighth notes, it just keep counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and throughout, and hopefully we can put it together. Because the hands are moving around, and you get to top of page 171, you start notes 3 ledger lines above. Well, 2 ledger lines you should know is a C, and I think you should know 3 ledger lines, 2, and that's an E. So you just stop at E. Okay, we'll talk about that. No sharps or flats. It's starting out in A minor. Don't know that it's going to stay there, but that's where it is starting. And one head at a time, let's make sure we get the notes and all that. Now, at the beginning, you simply have an A minor chord in the left hand, or right hand. Next measure, G chord. And next measure, an F chord. And in measure 4, it's a broken chord. It's an E chord. An extended position. We've had this before. Here, we've had that before. And then measure 5, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3. Measure 7, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and they stuck a triplet in there. Piano players have to go back and forth between duple and triple all the time anyway. You'll get good at this eventually. Just keep trying. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now they said a 1. I don't care for that. You can do that if you want. I just do a 3. That means I gotta use thumb, I gotta lift up. What's the end of a phrase? You can get away with it. If you don't want to do that, then use their finger. And then thumb again. And measure 11 then. 1 and 2. During the rest, you come up, it's an octave higher. And then come up a little bit to the A. Now you're ready for this. And just it's a sequence going down, and after the first one, we're going to use 4th finger in all of them. Just like so. That's fine. Then back to the A minor, then G minor, F, E. And measure 22. Now we have the A minor chord, but it's extended here. It's broken chord. 1 and 2 and 3. Next time is G, 1 for measure 23, 1 and 2. And then the F chord, 1 and 2. And then the E chord. Measure 26, this bass clef now, 1. Now treble clef, same thing an octave higher. And then same thing, sort of, an octave higher. And you can do a 2, 4, 5 on those, or a here, since it ends with a sforzando, which is a major accent. You might want to do a 1, 3, 5. Here. Left hand, well, you're starting out here. Now, I'm going to recommend, for the last note in these measures at the beginning, use 4th finger. Here, just come down to the 4th. That way your 5th finger's ready. Same thing going on, 4th finger. And again, 4th finger. That way, otherwise you got to use 5th finger. No, I don't. No, don't do that. Use 4th finger. And then measure 5, you're here. And now measure 6. 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2 and. 3 and 4 and. You're going to get this rhythm quite a bit. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Isn't that nice? Let's go over to measure 16. You're here, it's a sequence going down like the right hand is doing it. You're playing the same notes the right hand is doing, but 2 octaves lower. Thumb on each one. Now it's the extended position. Reach down, or go. If your hand's not big enough, you can't reach it, you just move, lift up and move. Still extended P. Now, I'll measure 22. I recommend for the half note, or for the whole note, excuse me, use thumb on that. This puts you in position for all the rest of this coming up. Here, because I want to connect these with a hand. All these whole notes together, and then I measure 25, the half notes, 4th finger. And then I measure 26, if you want, you can use 5 and 1. And then come up, you got rests, and then at the end you can use 5 and 1 on all of these if you want. And the last E has an 8V8 under it, so you got to go down an octave. If you have a short keyboard you don't have it, then just play the lowest E you have, that's close enough. Put the hands together at the beginning. 1 and 2 and. So that quarter note, this is where the syncopation comes in. 1 and 2 and. And I'm playing all this connected for now. 1 and 2 and. What I hope you don't do is just wait and listen to me play it. Oh, is that how it goes? Okay. I'd like you to be able to figure this rhythm out on your own and then check it with me. Of course, too late now, I've already showed it to you. So go on, I'll measure 5 here. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 1 and 2. Right there, when I play that B, the left hand comes out. So 1 and 2 and, 1 and 2 and. The first 8th note is on the and. 1 and 2 and. Because the left hand is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 2 and. 1 and 2 and 3. 4. It's kind of a weird ending, but okay. That's sort of how it goes. I went a little fast. You take it at your speed, just really slow. Just got to get all these hand movements and everything all working out. No hesitations anywhere. So work it out, practice those spots so it's all at whatever speed you choose. Nice and slow, but get it all where the rhythm is steady. Then we can add that articulation. The accents and staccatos. It's an accent. It's again gets into interpretation. A lot of times we will just naturally accent a syncopated note. It just brings it out. And that first note, you're not expecting you're thinking 1, 2, and then suddenly it comes on all of a sudden. It's played sooner than you expect it. So you bring it out a little bit. They put an accent on it. Staccato, light wrist staccato. Sforzando on that, it's a serious accent. It's like the strongest accent there is. You need to repeat that. Let's go on for now. This is all connected. They have slurs. The pedal's going to cover all that up anyway. And I don't know that I would slur it that way anyway. I would tend to want to, and then I'd slur the last 5 notes together. Different people would interpret it differently. But as I said, the pedal's going to cover it all up anyway. But here, I'm still going to do it with the hand. Lift up in the right hand. Connect the left hand. Connect that. But lift up in the right hand. When you get to the top of page 171 on measure 14, you put a little accent at the beginning of each of these patterns. The left hand joins in, it does too. It's not a lot of accent, it's just an accent. That's an accent. And then accent, play all of this legato here. Accent, I don't know that you need it there. And then here, accent on the half note. And then the left hand you get accents on each of these, but not the right hand. There's a retardando there. You're going to slow down. Just, they're major. And then a sforzando at the end is really okay. Then we add the dynamics. Well, overall, it's a party piece. So you're loud at the beginning. It's going to be both hands. Whatever you think loud is. And then when the piece actually starts on measure 5, moderately soft, this is the right hand, this is the melody. Go up to moderately loud and back down. And it's soft. Left hand has to be very soft here. Moderately soft. Moderately loud, up to loud. Now it's very loud in the right hand. The left hand is sort of moderately loud. And then you're loud. Both hands. You stay there in the loud range all the way through until you get to the bottom of measure 26. It's come down to moderately loud here. That makes the half notes loud because of the accent. Now come up to loud. That makes the half note very loud. Now slow down. Now you're very loud. Both hands. And that last one is a major loudness, but don't play with a stiff wrist. You don't want to bang. You want to collapse the wrist when you do that. It's got to be a musical bang. It's got to. It's just let some shock absorber in there and cushion it a little bit. It's still loud. The notes go down very fast, is what it is. And once you play them, make sure you relax. Don't keep pushing down real hard. Once you play a note on piano, you don't really need to keep pushing down to hold it down. The weight alone does it. So even a loud note, once you play it, don't keep pushing down, just relax. It'll stay down on its own. Stay relaxed. Yeah. Speed-wise, it's fast, but it's got to be accurate. So it's up to you on how fast it goes. And that's the overall feel of it. Those metronome markings or suggestions, I don't know. It's up to you. It's got to be accurate. All the eighth notes got to be even. Whatever it is. And that triplet's got to be even. That's one of the reasons I do that. 1, 3, 2. It's easier for me to do that quickly than that. That's hard for me. It's a little harder. I like 1, 3, 2 on those. Then we have the pedal. Oh, good leaf. You really don't need pedal on this. You do it just fine without. And you don't want the pedal to cover up your staccatos. So we got to be careful on the pedal. So at the beginning, I'm going to push the pedal down with the notes because this is kind of loud. I'm going to lift the note, or lift the pedal with the first staccato note so I can make sure it's staccato. So it's here. So forth. And then on measure 6 here, I'm going to lift the pedal up with the right hand. I want to hear a silent, I want to hear like a breath, a phrase. So I don't have to lift the left hand, I can connect that. I want to lift the right hand here, and I want to hear that, so I'm going to lift the pedal with the right hand, but the left hand stays down. Good luck with that. This is legato, overlapping. That's sort of the effect they want. That's want all this pedaled. I don't know why, but they do. This is the climax of the piece. But go ahead and hold it down until right after you play the first notes and measure 16. And lift it up right after you play those. So it's, again, measure 14. So forth. You get to measure 22, this is legato pedal in here, I guess. At the bottom, from the last line there, push the pedal down with the half notes. Now on measure 28, they're showing pedal all the way through here. I kind of like it without pedal on the first 2 beats to make it consistent with the 2 measures in front of it. So measure 26 is here. I kind of like it being the same. They're showing pedal all the way through. That's this. I prefer it without the pedal on the 8th notes. On 26, 27, and 28, on the first 2 beats of each of those measures, I say leave the pedal off. At the end, you have to change it with the harmony there. Now hold it down here, and then the pedal and the hands come up together. Something to that effect. This is a piece people would enjoy hearing. This is a nice piece. I'd like to play it with you very slowly to double check these notes and rhythms. I'll give us 4 counts, and don't forget to do the repeat there too. I'm not going to do the dynamics, but I will do the staccatos and stuff. 1 and 2 and ready and go, and 1 and 2 and. Repeat.